Okay, here we have another example where we have a triangle, a right triangle. Remember, they have to be right triangles. And we're missing one side there, A, the long side. Okay, we're not worrying about the hypotenuse at all right now. It's just adjacent and opposite sides. So if this is my angle, 36 degrees here, then looking across at A, this is the opposite side. So I'm trying to find the opposite side. I know the adjacent side is 12. Okay, so right now, would you please write out the tangent statement, the tangent ratio for the angle 36 degrees? In other words, tan of 36 is going to equal what over what? I'm going to pause it. I want you to pause the video and do that right now. Okay, so hopefully you've got the same answer I did. And that is the tangent for 36 degrees. The tangent ratio is opposite over adjacent. So it is A, the opposite side, over 12, the adjacent side. So there we have opposite over adjacent. Now tan 36 you can do in your calculator, and then all you have to do is solve for A. Okay, this is A divided by 12, so to get A by itself, what do you think you do? Tell you what, punch in tan 36 into your calculator, and then do something to it to get so you get A all by itself. And I want you to pause the video. Sorry, stumbling over my words here, and we'll compare it in a second. So go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, so hopefully you got the same thing I did. You multiply both sides by 12, and when you did that, so you multiply this by 12 over here, for example. Okay, and then those cancel out, leaving you with just A. Multiply this by 12. You get 12 times tan 36 on your calculator. You get 8.7. That means that this is 8.7. Okay, now you'll notice that that doesn't look very right, because if this little side here is 12 and this is 8.7, you'd think it would be longer, but I did not draw the triangle to scale. Okay, if this is a 36-degree angle here, then it would look a lot different. This is not actually a 36-degree angle. I did that on purpose, believe it or not, because the textbook and the provincial exam, when you get it, the triangles are not drawn to scale, because they don't want you measuring directly, measuring angles, measuring sides by the ratios or whatever. They just want you to be able to figure it out using trigonometry. So you're forced to use trig in this section, in this example, otherwise you wouldn't get it. Now the really exciting thing is that you can not only use the tangent ratio to find missing sides, you can also use it to find missing angles. Watch this. Bam, here we go. Now we don't know the angle theta. We gotta try and find it. All right, so we know, start this the same way, right? Start with the tangent ratio statement. Here it is here. Actually, I'm not going to show you just yet. Pause the video, write it down as best you can, and compare answers. Pause video now. Okay, hopefully you didn't cheat. There it is there. The tangent for the angle theta, we don't know what it is. It's an unknown. Okay, is the opposite side. There's the opposite side divided by the adjacent side, 9.1 over 11.3. Now on your calculator, you can calculate 9.1 divided by 11.3 and get 0.805309734, whatever. Okay, keep all those decimals in your calculator. Don't write them all down on your page, okay? And then to figure out what the angle is, we already know what the ratio is. We just got to figure what the angle is. We use something called inverse tan. It looks something like this on your calculator. It's like a tangent with a -1 exponent. And if you do the inverse tan of that number you just calculated, and if you're smart, you know how to keep all the decimals in your calculator and then apply a function to it using the answer function or whatever. If you can't, I can help you do that tomorrow. Anyways, if you do the inverse tan of the decimal, plug that into the calculator, look what you get. Okay, there's your angle there, 38.8 degrees. This is where it's really important to make sure your calculator is in degree mode. We'll talk about that later. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you one more example and let you try to figure out the angle on your own, and then that'll be it for today. Okay, here's your example. I want you to pause the video, repeat what I did with the last one, try to find theta, and then in 2 seconds I'm going to show you the whole solution. They're all worked out. Okay, start working. Pause the video. No cheating. Okay, and if you've done that now, you're looking for the answer, there it is. The opposite side, here's my angle. Here the angle, the opposite side is 7, the adjacent side is 9, and if you do it all, you get the answer of 37.9. Okay, more on this tomorrow.